Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to take a look at the 10 most diabolical cartoon villains from the 80s. Now, these are in no particular order, and at the end, I'm gonna get you guys to comment down below and tell me who you think is the scariest and most diabolical villain you would not want to face in real life. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 10, No Heart from Care Bears.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No Heart is the primary villain in the Care Bears television series running from 1985 to 1988. He lives in his castle, which lies inside a storm cloud, and rarely leaves his residence. No Heart's face is never visible, always wearing his purple and red colored robe, so we don't really know if he's not wearing any clothes under there. But his glowing red eyes and bushy eyebrows can be seen protruding from the darkness. He also has a niece named Shrieky, whose shrieks have the power to transform her uncle into an animal and has no control over it happening.
Shrieky.
Like any evil sorcerer, No Heart uses magic and has a magic amulet, but specializes in transformation and shapeshifting, and can command his dark shadows, which he most likely created himself.
I shall rid the world of all love, all caring.
With the goal of destroying the Care Bears and all caring in the world to, quote, make it easier for him to take over the world, always irritable, in a bad mood, and actually implying to eat a gentle heart lamb by saying he'll be having lamb chops tonight, No Heart is more like that ex you had years ago that seemed to literally have no heart, which makes this character so realistic, it's scary! Number 9, Cobra Commander from G.I. Joe. Cobra Commander is the primary antagonist of the G.I. Joe series, running from 1983 to 1986. He is the ruthless, insane, and somewhat whiny leader of COBRA, a terrorist organization.
How dare he do that? Get him off the screen! Ignore Cobra Commander. He's a jerk. That is disgusting!
He is known to have started political and social conflict in a number of areas around the world while fighting the heroic G.I. Joe team by amassing an army, promising money and power, and vengeance for those on the world.
We shall seize control of the world!
In return, he demands absolute loyalty to his cause of world domination. His skills and hobbies include being a master manipulator, swordsman, and verbally abusing his men.
You twin twats!
He can take on various disguises and can be seen generally in two forms: a blue military uniform with a helmet embossed with the Cobra symbol covered in a smooth metal-like mask, or in a more comfortable getup with a blue hood over his face. Although a self-proclaimed evil genius, his plots at times are so far-fetched and insane they seem comical, like blowing up the ocean. Number 8, Overlord from the 1982 cartoon BLACKSTAR.
I am John BLACKSTAR.
Overlord is a very powerful sorcerer, native to the planet of Sagar. He comes from a long line of evil rulers and holds the Power Sword, seeking to rejoin it with its other half that his enemy John BLACKSTAR holds, the Star Sword, to form the Power Star, which he will use to crush the rebellion and rule all of Sagar.
Very well, but just this one.
But John BLACKSTAR, a lost Earth astronaut and space explorer, is the only thing standing in Overlord's way. His stronghold is the Ice Castle, where he has many minions and allies sworn to obey him. The Overlord's cruelty seems to be especially pronounced in the case of the Trobit people, a race of diminutive, peaceful beings often targeted by Overlord and his forces, until the arrival of John BLACKSTAR. Overlord appears as a muscular purple-pink man with sharp teeth, yellow eyes, and a freaky helmet that kind of reminds me of Hexadecimal from Reboot. Number 7, MONSTAR from SILVERHAWKS. MONSTAR is the mob boss and main antagonist of the 1986 cartoon Silverhawks. He is the local criminal kingpin in Limbo and can be seen riding Skyrunner, a giant squid. He has been around Limbo for over 300 years and has escaped from Penal Planet 10, a maximum security prison, twice, and breaking out many other convicts. He has a personal vendetta against Stargazer of the Silverhawks for his second capture, and therefore opposes all connected to the Silverhawks.
Give me your power! Your energy!
With feline features, he appears as a muscular humanoid with dark hair streaked with red, a large mane, beard, and an eye patch with the symbol of a black star covering his left eye. He has above normal strength, capable of beating through an armor plate to gain the light of Limbo's Moonstar. Once endowed with the light of Limbo's Moonstar, Monstar's body transforms entirely, covered in or converted to robotic armor with increased strength. He has jets on his elbows, allowing him to fly through space or fire red energy blasts. attacks. But after transforming, his most dangerous ability is the star-like blasts that come from his temporarily restored eye, which can do damage, hold foes, and even hypnotize. Number 6. VENGER from Dungeons & Dragons.
Your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
VENGER is the main antagonist in the Dungeons & Dragons cartoon series, and he is a very treacherous villain who expects his orders to be carried out without failure.
Greetings, Kelek. Of course, what?
This creepy winged guy has a single horn on his head, sharp pointy teeth, ghostly blue skin, and wears a scary red outfit with a blue skirt. VENGER is an evil demon-like creature whose sole purpose is to defeat the Dungeon Master and claim the realm as his own. The only way he can achieve this is by acquiring the magical weapons and artifacts the 6 children were given by the Dungeon Master. Equipped with dark and powerful sorcery such as necromancy, element manipulation, and shape-shifting, the children and Dungeon Master are forced to fight VENGER and his forces, as well as helping the villages terrorized by him, sidetracking the kids from their main objective of finding a way home. Turns out VENGER just has a bad case of daddy issues, as it is later revealed he is the Dungeon Master's son. Number 5. Megatron from Transformers. Megatron is the founder of the Decepticon Uprising and their most fearless leader. As a young leader forced into battle, he began to believe in a grand purpose for his race, the Transformers' glorious destiny to rule an empire which would span the universe. So he's essentially a space Hitler robot.
Your knowledge is only overshadowed by your stupidity.
His arch-rival is Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots, who Megatron believes betrayed their proud heritage by demanding peace and cooperation with weaker life forms. Megatron will stop at nothing to achieve his goals, but his schemes are rarely in any way subtle, perhaps due to his arrogance, and he often shows cowardice concealed in rage. Although not as physically strong as Optimus Prime, his ability to analyze the situation and use it as a weapon makes him deadly, along with the use of his fusion cannon and mace. Megatron could transform into 3 guns, a Walter P-38 handgun, a particle beam cannon, and a telescopic laser cannon. He has the ability to transform between his robotic shape and various weapons or vehicles, but the alternate modes, his origins, and even his personality can vary depending on which universe he's depicted in. Next time you order an Uber, think twice before getting into this guy's car. Number 4. Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles, heroes in a half shell. Turtle power.
Shredder, also known as Orokusaki, is the arch-nemesis to Splinter and his 4 mutant turtle pupils. He is the leader of the criminal organization known as the Foot Clan and has the appearance to go along with his rank. He is a muscular Japanese man wearing a suit of armor based on that of a samurai with a purple cape. He has blade-covered metal plaques on his shoulders, forearms, hands, and shins, and wears a metal ninja-style mask helmet.
Foolish turtle, did you really think you could beat a ninja master?
In the 1987 series, Orokusaki, Shredder, and Hamato Yoshi, Splinter, were both members of the Foot Clan in Japan. After Saki framed Yoshi for the attempted murder of a visiting sensei, Yoshi was forced to exile himself to the New York City sewers, where he lived with his 4 pet turtles that were accidentally dropped down a storm drain, and the ooze did the rest. Shredder is extremely cunning, intelligent, and is said to have an IQ of 300, but in the 1987 series, he is portrayed as an evil but incompetent villain rather than the lethal ninja he was originally shown to be, generally bickering about tactics with his partner in crime, Krang.
Must be Krang now. Shredder here.
Well, Shredder, how's the air down there?
However, he is shown in the cartoon to have considerable martial arts skills, often shown to surpass the turtles and only be equaled by Splinter. Number 3. Skeletor from He-Man.
And the Masters of the Universe.
Skeletor is the arch-nemesis to He-Man in the 1983 to 1985 series He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Skeletor's goal is to possess the secrets of Castle Grayskull, whereby he could become the Master of Eternia and the Universe! But there's only one man in Skeletor's way: He-Man!
Why do I surround myself with fools?
After the introduction of the villain HORDAK, Skeletor's former teacher, we are provided with a glimpse into Skeletor's past. Along with the rebooted 2002 He-Man series, we now know that Skeletor is in fact He-Man's uncle Keldor, brother to He-Man's father, King Randor. Skeletor is blue-skinned with a muscular build, attributed to the fact his mother was of Gar descent, a race of blue-skinned humanoids who were once a noble race of philosophers and craftsmen. His demonesque appearance is accentuated with his glowing yellow exposed skull, along with his purple hood and loincloth. His trusty purple feline Panther is the evil equivalent to He-Man's battle cat.
Get him, Panther!
Why, Panther, how nice to see you.
Skeletor is also equipped with a magical staff along with the powers of dark sorcery. He is also known for his immature behavior, like when he attempted to hijack a circus troupe because the owner refused to perform at Snake Mountain. Skeletor is certainly someone you don't want to see peering at you from a dark alleyway, with the starlight revealing that demonesque silhouette of his. If his powers and looks alone aren't enough to send you running, then maybe his insults can at least send you crying.
You pathetic pair of pitiful pinheads! It's the sorceress, you boob! You metal-munching moron! Skeletor to King Randor! Come in, you royal boob!
Number 2. HORDAK from She-Ra. As leader of the evil horde, HORDAK is certainly a force not to be reckoned with. HORDAK is the former mentor to Skeletor, who was betrayed by his pupil and trapped in another dimension before beginning his own quest of the planet Eternia, and being the arch-nemesis to She-Ra, who he kidnapped with Skeletor when she was only an infant.
You treacherous turncoat, two-faced traitor! Since when did you start helping the rebellion?
HORDAK can be easily recognized by his white, bone-colored face with piercing red eyes, a flat, snout-like nose with vampire fangs, and pointed bat ears, taking on the appearance of a robot-like vampire. He wears a collar of bones and black armor marked with the Horde bat symbol. HORDAK is seen using technology more so than magic and has the ability to transform his body into mechanical weapons. And his trusty shape-shifting spy imp is never too far away to report on members of the rebellion. With a creepy voice that tends to snort now and then to go along with his already creepy appearance, you might want to think twice before bringing this one home to meet mom and dad. And number 1, MUMM-RA from THUNDERCATS! MUMM-RA, the Ever-Living, is the main antagonist to the Thundercats, who found their way to Third Earth after their home planet of Thundera was destroyed. Obsessed with ridding these pesky intruders off his planet and obtaining Lion-O's powerful Sword of Omens for himself, he will stop at nothing till he is the ruler of Third Earth. MUMM-RA is a sorcerer demon priest and an ancient native on the planet of Third Earth, serving as the undead focus for the 4 ancient spirits of evil, who provide MUMM-RA with immortality through his sarcophagus in exchange for perpetual servitude. He resides in his black pyramid as a withered corpse-like being and can alter his form into a muscular fiend with additional evil powers by chanting the phrase, "Ancient spirits of evil, transform this decayed form."
To MUMM-RA, the ever-living!
He even has a more powerful form as MUMM-RA, the all-powerful, and in his additional form, MUMM-RA, the Dream Master, he is able to enter dreams. With his horde of schemingly unfaithful mutants by his side, it seems the Thundercats always thwart his plots. However, if MUMM-RA catches a glimpse of his own reflection, he reverts to his mummified form and flees to his pyramid, where the ancient spirits of evil revive him. If being an absolute master of magic, powers of mind control, shape-shifting, summoning enemies, dark sorcery, and vision aren't enough to send you into the fetal position under the covers, just imagine this living corpse watching you in the rain across a dimly lamplit road. He's scary! So there you have it, guys, the top 10 most evil and diabolically scary 80s cartoon villains. In the comments down below, let me know who you'd most likely pee your pants against if you had to face one of these villains in the flesh. I'm pretty sure I'd pee my pants for all 10 of them. And if you think I missed someone crucial, leave it in the comments down below. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I come up with new videos every week. Come check me out on social media and help support the channel on Patreon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay legendary.